Day 17, it's too soon for this to be an official result because it's only happened once, but I have a sleep apnea, wow. And last night's report, I have a little thing on my phone that'll tell me how many incidents I had an hour. I had 0 incidents all night, and I haven't had that since I started using the CPAP. So we'll see if I've lost maybe, since the intermittent fasting started, I've only lost like 3 pounds or something. I really didn't lose any last week, but of course the health benefits are there regardless of what the scales do. The clothes are definitely fitting better. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, I'm going to keep an eye on that. I would love to get rid of that stupid CPAP machine. So I left off with, I can't remember where I left off. In 2020 is when I had a hysterectomy, and then I had a stroke in the spring of 2020, right when everything shut down. So I spent 8 days in the hospital by myself, no visitors. I needed a blood transfusion. Normally they transfuse when your blood count's at 8, and I forget if it's a hematocrit or what that word is, but 8 is usually the level, and they had to bump it down to 7 to transfuse because there wasn't enough blood. People weren't donating because of COVID, and so I was at a 7.1. I didn't get blood. I got some iron, and that helped, but I really needed blood. And so by the time I had built up enough strength after that incident, starting to feel a little bit better, that's when I had the stroke. And the stroke really did a number on, it was a very, very mild stroke. I didn't even know I had one until probably a month later, and I just, something wasn't right. So, I went through some therapy there, tried to help with my vision was affected. Wherever it hit my brain, my monocular, like you look at your finger and there's one finger, it was like 1.5 fingers. That messed up my vision. So that took a while, and that was 2020. And then in 2021 is when I found out I had a massive cyst on the other ovary. And I put that surgery off all the way until the end of 2021. And I think I've mentioned this, and that's where I had I don't know why, but I had a massive bowel bleed and spent 12 days in the hospital, a couple of them in ICU. And this is where it really crashed my health. And 2021, 2022 time period, I had been far sicker with sepsis and such, but this crashed my hormones and flared my psoriatic arthritis. I'll have to pick up there tomorrow.